Inverted vision. Anatomy of the eye. First, we have the lateral rectus muscle that controls the movements of the eye. The sclera is a white outer coat enclosing the eyeball. The choroid is the middle layer of the eyeball, which contains veins and arteries that furnish nutriment to the eye and especially the retina. The retina is located at the back of the eye that contains rods and cones, receives images from the lens, and sends it to the brain through the optic nerve. The macula is located on the retina near the optic nerve and is responsible for acute vision. The fovea is a rodless portion on the retina used for sharp vision. Optic nerves arise from the retina and carries visual information to the thalamus and other parts of the brain. The medial rectus muscle brings the pupil closer to the midline of the body. Ciliary muscles are rings of striated smooth muscle that accommodates for viewing objects at varying distances. The suspensor ligament pulls and pushes the lens to change the shape. Conjunctiva is a thin, moist tissue that lines the inner surfaces of the eyelids and the sclera. The iris gives the eye its distinctive color. The aqueous humor, fluid derived from the blood that fills the space behind the cornea, which supplies oxygen and nutrients to and removes waste from the cornea. The pupil is a hole in the iris where light enters. The lens requires no blood supply and is transparent. The cornea is a transparent window into the eyeball. The anterior chamber is a fluid-filled space between the iris and the cornea. And finally, the posterior chamber is a small space directly behind the iris but on top of the lens. Physiology of the eye. As light waves enter the eye through the cornea, the light waves progress through the pupil, which is the opening of the center of the iris. Light energy is refracted or bent first by the cornea and then again by the lens at the point the image is reversed and inverted, which is turned upside down. The light continues through the vitreous humor and then focuses on the retina. The retina consists of an intermediate layer of bipolar, horizontal, and American cells, where light energy is transduced or changed into electrical signals. Those signals are sent through the optic nerve along the visual pathway to the occipital lobe. Here, the electrical signals are interpreted or seen by the brain as a visual image. However, we do not, quote, see with our eyes, but rather with our brains. Our eyes are merely the beginnings of the visual process. What happens when vision is inverted? Inverted vision is the effect of presenting the retina an upright image. As previously discussed on how the retina perceives images, inverted vision makes those images appear on the retina the same as we would normally see. The effect of inverted vision may cause disorientation and even dizziness when trying to see and engage in normal everyday activities at first. However, our brain is quite clever in compensating for this change. After experiencing inverted vision for some time, the brain will flip to correct the perspective. Cool, eh? Thanks for watching my video. Hope you all have learned something valuable and fun about vision, especially inverted vision.